It's not how others see you, it's how you see yourself. It's not how others see you, it's how you see yourself. Yesterday, I had the privilege and the honor to speak to the youth, and I was talking to them about identity and self worth. And some of the questions I asked them was, when you look in the mirror, what do you tell yourself? And then I asked them a second time, what would you like to tell? What would you like to tell yourself if you looked in the mirror? What would God say about you? Because a lot of times, whenever we look in the mirror, we don't like what we see, or we talking negative to ourselves, and then we allow other people to talk negatives to us, and then those beliefs become our beliefs, and then so on and so forth. Nevertheless, here are my weekly lessons learned. That was number one. And it's not what others say about you, it's what you say about yourself and what God says about you. You're fearfully and wonderfully made. Don't ever forget that. We all mourn and grieve differently. That's okay. My next lesson is, stop giving your power away to people. You are in control of you. You are always in control of you. No one else is in control of you. I know a lot of times we say things like, somebody's making me mad, somebody's pissing me off. They're not. That thing is already in you. They might have said something that triggered that thing that's already in you, and then you are mad at them. But your anger is misdirected because it's something that's already there. People are going to say things and do things. We're always in control of ourselves, which leads to my next lesson. When you respond, you're in control. When you react, they're in control. Responding and reacting are two different things, okay? And my next lesson, God picks people according to his purpose. He picks people according to his purpose. Next lesson, make sure your process doesn't become your prison. Make sure your process doesn't become your prison. A lot of times we can get stuck in the process. I'm processing this, and the process never stops. So make sure you don't get stuck in the process. Maybe you need some help, right? Anxiety will make you create something that doesn't exist. Anxiety is like worrying about something that has not even happened yet. Have you ever done that? That's my definition of what anxiety is. Worrying about something that hasn't even happened yet. You're just playing out. Have you ever just played that whole argument in your head about what's going to happen with you when you see this person? Or you're going to go to this place and what's going to happen because everybody acting crazy? And they're going to be saying, they're going to be looking at you funny. And say, have you ever, am I the only person that does that? Anxiety. And here's the thing. Once you do the thing, all of that stuff you was worrying about, it doesn't even happen. We'd be stressing ourselves out for nothing. Stop it. The next lesson, if I be still, let the Lord fight my battles. Sometimes we think we got to be up here knucking bucking. We don't have to knuck if we buck. We don't have to knuck if we buck. He will fight our battles. Sit down somewhere. You ain't got to do nothing. When I tell you he'll do that, he will make your enemies your footstool. He will. If you let him. Take your hands off of it. Another lesson I want to share is surrender. A lot of times we are trying to be in control of everything. I found this when we had to do, for one of our assignments, we had to read the scripture, pull out the words that stuck out for us, and we had to sit in solitude for 30 minutes, doing nothing, just sitting with God and seeing what was he trying to tell us through his scripture that we read. I tell you, that was the hardest thing. I thought I could sit still, but 30 minutes of nothing but complete silence. I realized that I needed to do that. I needed to surrender. A lot of times we got our hands in on everything, but when you surrender, he will reveal what it is he needs to reveal to you in that moment. And what kept coming up for me was, I read Luke, I want to say 10th chapter. Anyway, it's the story of Mary and Martha. Jesus came to Mary and Martha's house, or maybe it was Martha's house. I don't know whose house it was, but both of them were there. And while Mary was sitting at his feet, just listening to him and being in his presence, Martha was busy doing everything. He was like, Martha, you worry about the wrong. Martha said, well, how come Mary just sitting there doing nothing? This is my paraphrase. And he was like, You worried about the wrong thing. This is what she's supposed to be doing. Why are you so distracted? This is my paraphrase now. Why are you so distracted with worry? And that was me. And I was like, that's what he was telling me in that moment. I was so distracted with worry. And I needed to surrender. Once I done that, here's the confirmation. I received the confirmation before I even read the scripture. I was riding by a church and the sign says, worrying is a down payment on nothing. Worrying is a down payment on nothing. Then when I went to a funeral of my bonus son, the pastor's title of his sermon was, "Don't worry, be happy." I hear you. I hear you. I received. Stop all that worrying. Worrying is such a distraction. You worrying about the wrong thing. Sit down and chill. He got this. He got you. Those are my weekly lessons learned. I know it's Wednesday, but I just had to come on here and give it to you when I could. All right, I'm complete. I hope y'all have an amazing rest of your week, and I will see you in the next video. If this spoke to you, if something stood out for you, please tell me in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe, follow, all those things, because I'm sharing this on all my platforms because these are my lessons and it's so amazing. All right, until next time, peace.